Well, we have a very large business community in South Africa. When I speak about the Indian community in South Africa, the 1.75, close to 1.8 million Indians, they are Indian South Africans.
Indian South Africans.
But since 94, we have had a number of Indians that have gone either to work in South Africa, many of them are in big business, all your major industries are there, your Tatas are there, Mahindras are there, Vedanta, Jindal, you name it. All your big multinationals have a presence in South Africa. In fact, close to about 170 Indian companies are in South Africa. And we also have, many of our universities have Indian students. Some of the universities offer scholarships.
Okay.
I've made that known to many of the universities that we've interacted with. A number of Indians, academics, are teaching at our universities. A large number of them. In fact, nearly every of our universities would have some academic from India. So there's a lot of collaboration on the education front, a lot of opportunities. On the business front, we have about 30 South African companies that are active here in India. We want to encourage more. As you mentioned, we created the India-South Africa Chamber of Commerce as a facility to help increase trade between our two countries. Our two-way trade is nearing $20 billion, which is about 1/5 of India's total trade with Africa, which is around $100 billion. So South Africa is India's largest trading partner on the African continent, and you are our third largest trading partner globally. So it's a very vibrant relationship that we have on the trade and investment business sector, and it's a growing relationship.
Okay.
I increasingly receive visits from the private sector every week, several companies coming to inquire about South Africa. Likewise, from South Africa, many South African companies are very keen to come and enter the Indian market. So I'm very confident that on the business front, this relationship is going to continue to expand very significantly.
Thank you so much for this, sir. Your detailed explanations about India-South Africa relationship, sir. And sir, South Africa is very popular among Indians with regards to cricket. But apart from that, there is our Olympic medalist, Neeraj Chopra. He has been trained in South Africa. Very few people know that Elon Musk, he was born in South Africa. And sir, we would like to know, there is a project called Translocation of Cheetah. Could you please tell me about this project, sir? Translocation of cheetah?
Well, you know, the cheetah population in India became extinct. Way back in 2018, when Prime Minister Modi visited South Africa for the BRICS summit, and in the bilateral meeting with President Ramaphosa, I was present at that bilateral meeting, he made a request for South Africa to consider sending cheetahs to India, because India wanted to revive the cheetah population. And that request was made also to Namibia, because Namibia has also sent cheetahs. Like South Africa, we have sent cheetahs to India. They're in the Kuno National Park. And I just read recently, last month, that one of the cheetahs had cubs.
Okay.
So they have adapted very well. They're doing very well. And we continue with this program of reintroducing cheetahs into India. And South Africa is very happy that we could work with India on this project to bring this beautiful animal back into the Indian environment.
Oh, thank you so much for your, sir, kindness and thankfulness of your government that they provided. I think 12 cheetahs they provided.
Yes,
7
12,
is male and 5 is female.
12
sir.
there, and as I've said, they're now also having cubs.
Oh, okay. Great, sir. It's an honor that you are showing all the details about India and South Africa relationship, sir. Sir, we would like to know, if somebody wants to go to South Africa, do we have a direct flights from?
Unfortunately, not yet. We had direct flights up to about the time of COVID, and that was stopped. But we're very optimistic that there'll be a direct flight shortly. I think in 2026, definitely. 3 airlines, South African Airways, Indigo, and Air India, have been approached by our Minister of Tourism. She was here in December. She had meetings with Indigo and Air India. And both of them have indicated that South Africa is on the radar. They definitely want to have direct flights.
Okay.
And South African Airways have also communicated with the embassy. They're very keen to start flights. And I think in all 3 cases, all 3 airlines, it's a matter of having new planes. We're waiting for delivery of wide-body planes because it's a long-haul destination. But I'm confident that in 2026, we'll have a direct flight introduced.
Okay, thank you so much, sir. We are also hopeful, and we want that with your presence, that direct flights should reopen between India and South Africa. As you said, it was earlier there were direct flights between India and South Africa, but unfortunately it could not be regular. But now I think with your presence, sir, we can resume these
Hopefully,
operations again, sir. Sir, we would like to know, there is a word in South African language, Ubuntu. So what is the meaning of
Ubuntu
this,
is an African philosophical term that underpins the African psyche. Ubuntu is very much akin to what you have here as Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam.
Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam.
The whole world is one family. And basically Ubuntu has the same connotations. It basically means I am because you are. That my existence is because of you. It's tied with you. That we exist for each other. And I think that's the whole concept of one human family. And it goes beyond the scope of just human beings. It's that my existence is tied up with the existence of everything else in this world that we live in. Okay, so that sir, in that sense, we share a common philosophy.
Okay, thank you so much for this thoughtful views. Sir, we would like to know, now you have been in India and you have visited many places in India. So what are your favorite places in India, sir?
Well, India is such a vast, beautiful, rich, civilizational country with such antiquity. You know, as a student of Indian history, I'm fascinated by visiting these ancient sites. We were very recently in Gujarat and we visited Lothal, which was part of the Indus Valley civilization.
Okay.
And for me and my wife, that was really a very, in many senses, emotional journey, because we studied it as young students. We studied Indus Valley civilization, and to go and see remnants of that civilization as it existed, and it was such a glorious civilization. So visiting some of these very ancient sites is, we've been to Nalanda. Nalanda University is, we know the history and its contribution not just to India but to humanity. That was a fascinating experience for us. But also going to some of the cities that are immersed in culture and spirituality, being in Varanasi, one of the most ancient cities in the world, and partaking in the evening arti on the bank of the Ganges was almost a surrealistic experience. Being part of Kumbh Mela, the Mahakumbh Mela this year at Prayagraj, we were very fortunate, and I think we're very blessed to have been in India. An event that I'm told happened once in 144 years, and being able to go and have snan in the Ganga, I think we were very blessed. So these are memories we will cherish, and very fortunate. We love going to Rishikesh. It's I would say one of the spiritual capitals of the world. The whole environment is so invigorating. The Himalayas. And all of, I think it's very difficult India is really a treat to the senses in so many ways. And you have so many centers of culture, of civilization, from the north to south, east to west. I mean, you know, we visited the Statue of Equality in Hyderabad.
Hyderabad, yes, sir.
And it sends such a powerful message that resonates with us in South Africa,
sir.
this whole concept of equality. And Sri Ramanuja Acharya, we studied him, we studied his philosophy, and to go see something in his memory being practiced to this day and age, Adi Shankara and his contribution to Indian philosophy and to global civilization, these are very rich experiences that we cherish so much.
Great, sir. It doesn't seem that I am talking to any South African person. So we are very thankful and grateful to you that we got to know from you about your journey and about India and South Africa. Sir, you have been in India and you have visited many restaurants and hotels. So we would like to know what is your special dish in India, sir?
That's also very difficult because, as you know, India is so diverse. And when you move not from state to state, city to city, you have such a variety. And I know when we were being posted to India, our family and friends warned us, be careful because you'll come back with extra baggage in terms of picking up weight. Because, I mean, Indian cuisine is amongst the most popular cuisine globally. Okay. And in South Africa it is so much part of our daily diet. But I mean, it's very difficult to pinpoint one dish, but there are so many dishes that we enjoy, be it your biryanis, you know, chole bhature.
Chole bhature, sir.
Bhature, rajma and chawal.
Rajma chawal, yes, sir.
I mean, dosa, I enjoy having dosa, all types of dosas, your idli and sambar. You know, the sweets, when you go to a city like Kolkata that is renowned for its various types of sweets, your jalebis. We were just now in Nasik, and our friends took us to a stall which is apparently the most popular jalebi stall. We watched the jalebi being cooked, bought it and ate it at the same time. So it's a treat. Being here, there are so many dishes that one can speak about that I think you need several lifetimes to do justice to Indian cuisine.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much, sir. And sir, recently we have received a South Africa Minister of Trade, Industry and Competition. Yes. He came to India and you launched charting a future of India-South Africa relation in a changing world order. Yes. With the cooperation of Observer Research Foundation.
Yes.
And this book is, I think, edited by your diplomatic staff, Mr. I think Vishal Nirgam, who has edited this book, sir.
Yes, with one of the ORF colleagues. Yes.
ORF colleagues also. This is Mr. Sameer Bhattacharya from ORF, sir.
Yes.
So how was that experience?
Well, look, the publication was also part of 30 years of diplomatic relations. And we invited an equal number, I think about 12 contributions from authors in India and 12 from South Africa, capturing the whole range of relationship that we have between India and South Africa, from the historical to all of the various areas where we have collaboration, from science and technology, the health sector, agricultural sector, culture, and in total there's about 25 articles in that book, and I think that also in many ways captures the depth of the relationship. So we were very pleased that when Minister Tao was here, he could formally launch that publication.
Okay, thank you so much, sir. We hope that as long as you are here, our relationships would be strengthened and the new bond will be existed between India and South Africa, with your humble presence, sir. And would like to know, sir, is there any message for the Indian people, sir?
Well, I think, India and South Africa, we are both countries of the global south. We are both developing countries. We are members of BRICS, we're members of the G20. We work very closely as members of IPSA, India, Brazil, South Africa partnership. We are founding members of the Indian Ocean Rim Association. So apart from the bilateral relationship, we work so closely on the multilateral front. And that's because we are like-minded countries. We are countries that seek to build a more inclusive, just global order. And as the philosophy of India rightfully says, the whole world is one family, Vasudeva Kutumbakam, and Ubuntu, as we say in South Africa. This is our common vision, to create a world where we all belong equally, where we all can contribute equally in an inclusive manner, and to ensure that the evolving global architecture is one that is just and one that treasures every nation and every society equally, not just in terms of its geopolitics and economics, but in terms of the civilizational richness that our respective countries and the African continent and the Indian subcontinent brings to humanity as a whole. So I would like to say that India and South Africa, we are in many senses one people. And this is demonstrated through the richness of the relationship we enjoy.
Okay, thank you so much for these humble views, and sir, we would like to learn from you. You have got the experience of all over the world, sir. You served in United Nations. You were ambassador at large to Asian and the BRICS. You were the Sherpas for the G20, sir. And you were in India during 90s as a political counselor, sir. And then you came here as a Indian origin High Commissioner to India, Nepal and Bangladesh, sir. And we want that your presence could bring two countries together, like we were earlier in the time of Mahatma Gandhi, who started a Satyagraha movement in South Africa, and Dr. Nelson Mandela, who visited India. And these two leaders were the revolutionary leaders of India and South Africa. And sir, we want people like you who can contribute to the society, as you were the recipient of very prestigious and eminent awards from Government of India and the Government of Russia. And sir, we would like to thank that you accepted our request to be on the podcast, because we learned many things from you, sir. You are multifaceted personality, sir. You are very kind. As we got to know that you read our sacred book, Gita, Bhagavad Gita. So it's an honor that, sir, we learned many things from your sides. And in the last, I would like to thank, sir, Dr. Nalistra madam, who cooperated with us. Mr. Cedric also, he always helped me to know more about South Africa and India relations. First Secretary, Mr. Vishal Nirgam, who has been supportive and kind all the time. Now I would like to request Ms. Naveen Bhasin to present you, sir, a symbol of respect, sir, from our side, sir.
It's been a privilege being on your podcast. Thank you so much for having us.
Thanks a lot, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.